Long ago, many years ago, I went to Wilfrid Laurier University, which is on my shirt. And I remember the song Yellow by Coldplay being pretty popular at that time. And it's kind of the soundtrack to my early days of university. Well, it's funny to make a video called Why Your Business Should Be Paying Attention to Coldplay. My name is Lindsay Hampson. I'm the president of This Rock. We are an ESG or sustainability consulting firm. We help companies like Coldplay, but not Coldplay yet, get a little bit more sustainable in simple but profitable ways. Coldplay is making waves across the globe, and not just because of their music. We're talking about Coldplay today because they're sustainable. They talk about environmental, they talk about social impact. Yeah, and they're a band. They have their own sustainability report. Not only, though, has it just been a good thing for them to do for the world, but they're also generating more revenue. They're reducing their expenses. Basically, being good has been good for business for Coldplay. So let's talk about how your business can learn from Coldplay and how maybe you can get more sustainable and impact your bottom line in a positive way. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm on Coldplay's website. This is the best part. Let's actually do this live. So their last update was June 3rd, 2024, and their tour update. So let's read a little bit about it. Well, their game plan was to try to reduce their emissions by 50%, and they actually had their baselines verified by MIT Environmental Solutions Initiative. And their baselines were from their previous tour, which was in 2016, 2017. And they've already surpassed their goal, which was now they're at 50% less emissions than previous. And they even track a little bit about their trees planted, solar power usage. They have LED wristbands that everyone gets, and they are getting them back so they can recycle them or reuse them. They also have this cool dance floor, which we'll talk about in a little bit, which is kinetic. So as people dance on it, it generates electricity. Tons of partnerships. They're trying to reduce their kilowatt usage per show, and they want to have water refill stations at every single show. So as you can see, they're making these claims, they're having them backed up, they're presenting them to the public and internally, and then they're tracking against them. So when you get a couple minutes, hop to Coldplay's website and go to sustainability. You can read a little bit about their report, but they touch on specifics around food. They talk about power, and they even talk about their fans specifically and merchandise. You probably didn't think I would get into Coldplay's P&L statement, but let's do it. This is just my assumptions. This is not their real profit and loss statement, but let's say that their sustainability efforts are actually drawing more people to their shows. So let's say maybe they can increase ticket sales by, I don't know, like $100 million. This may be too big. And maybe their sponsorship and partnership revenue, now that they have some new logos associated with them, can also increase revenue by $20 or $30 million, because these brands want to align themselves with something that's good, right? Good for their brand reputation too, and Coldplay may be it. Also, miscellaneous revenue associated with good reputation, more people, more downloads of songs, example, that could increase revenue. What about expenses? Well, a lot of these energy saving matters would save their band some money. It could be about shipping or touring. It could be shipping the people. It could be transportation aligned with getting the lead singer to that new venue on time. I know a lot of the bandmates are starting to take public transit, or they're switching to electric vehicles, for example, not flying as much if they can help it. So they're actually reducing their expenses, and they're helping to maintain some happy employees. And they're taking some of that money and submitting it into charity. I know they've been doing this for a long time, but when we think about profit, expenses, revenue, they are all associated. Obviously, if you can up revenue, decrease expenses, that helps profitability in the long run. So Coldplay is likely doing much better because they're being good. And it's aligned with their band perspective too. So they try to reduce or minimize their consumption, recycling, and they try to cut their CO2 emissions. They try to reinvent. They're trying to embrace and support new green initiatives and technologies while developing sustainable, super low carbon touring methods. And then finally, restore. They're trying to tour environmentally friendly, make sure that their touring can actually fund nature based solutions and technologies and projects, and they're donating to charity. Key achievements from their current tour: 59% reduction in direct CO2 emissions, 7 million trees planted, 23 travel partnerships that are green, free water fill stations for everyone, 72% of the tour waste diverted from landfill, and super amazing donations to charity, 9,625 meals, and 90 kilograms of toiletries provided to people that need it. So let's recap. How is a band that thinks about sustainability helping to increase its profitability? Number one, revenue increases because of ticket sales, positive public perception, engagement, partnerships with BMW or SAP can help cause and create additional revenue streams. Cost savings, we talked about this, but using recycled batteries, getting the people listening to your music to help generate some of this energy for the show, and then charity contributions to really help brand recognition and reputation again. So, yes, being good is good for business, even if you're a band. I hope this video was helpful to you. We have lots of videos on our YouTube channel if you want to go check them out. Lots to learn about with greenhouse gas emission tracking, different frameworks or standards in sustainability, what an ESG or environmental social report is, what is Sustainability 101, and more. So check us out, and if you ever have any questions, you can let us know or reach out to us at thisrockesg.com. Thanks for watching. See you later.